Hello, YouTube. We are um, back with our State of the Association address today. It is going to be it is our one we're talking about with the eye strain, I believe it is. Yes, eye strain. So, uh, we are going to just go right into that in just a minute. Oh, I had my caps lock on when I said welcome to the chat area. Um, sorry, but we're going to start that up. Let me see. As far as announcements go and all the different things like that, we're still doing CRN. CRN is still happening. You can check the back meetings on the YouTube. We have a no, we don't have an event coming up this week. Uh, the Eden Wellness Alliance has another event coming up the second Saturday in April, as we're doing it, I believe. Oh wait, not April. That's right. Oh, that's good to know. So it's scheduled for the 15th of April, uh, but we may move it to the 8th because that's technically the second Saturday, but we're not sure. We may move it a little bit, but this is the one that's going to be about seasons cleanings. So that's a good one to look at and watch if you want to get a better idea and understanding of, oh, hey, I have allergies usually at this time of year, but what can I do about it or how can I help about it and why do I get the allergies in this like that? Because to give a kind of brief preview, your body cleans out about twice a year. It does a major clean out about twice a year, spring and fall, where we get most of our allergies. And we'll discuss how that clean out that normally happens influences our allergies or our reaction to the stimulus from outside. So that's definitely one that you want to look at coming to. We're only having it twice this year, so it's going to be this April, and then it's going to be later in the fall. And that's the main thing that we have coming up. So let me see. I think we'll dive right into our not our event, our article today. All right. So let me get you over there. There we go. What causes eye strain and or tired eyes? And this is kind of just our. This is a nice, probably a neat little article. You guys are ending up getting my first reactions on a lot of these, which I enjoy giving. So let's dive right in. This one's from verywell.com. And if you want the link, it's in the description below. Let me see. What causes eye strain? All right, so this one seems to be by an OD, which is nice. Uh, Troy Bettinghaus. Bettinghaus. OD. Cool beans. Yep, so it's board certified physician. Very good. All right, so this one it says we all complain about eye strain from time to time, but what does eye strain really mean? How do our eyes become strained? As an eye doctor, and this is him speaking, not me, of course. As an eye doctor, I hear the complaint of eye strain every day, often several times per day. Eye strain is a symptom felt by people when their eyes feel tired and achy. Some people state that they just want to close their eyes and go to bed when they have eye strain. They feel exhausted, etc., etc. Um, so he talks about some of those deals right there. Dizzy, several different causes, he says. So several different causes for the discomfort. There's ciliary body fatigue. Eye strain is caused by different things. First, anytime you do extended near work at close distance to your body, the ciliary, the ciliary is correct. The ciliary body, a muscle found inside the eye, is forced to work overtime. The ciliary body is the focusing muscle and allows humans to focus on near objects. When you stare or concentrate on a new object, that muscle contracts and allows the lenses to get thicker and increase the total power of the eye. So they go, so it gets tired, basically. And that's what this next portion talks about, too. Extraocular muscle fatigue, which means muscles outside of the eye, not inside like the focuser. Another set of muscles that contract when doing extended near work is the extraocular muscles. There are 6 extraocular muscles per eye. 2 of these, the medial recti, do a lot of work when focusing on near objects. To keep the eye in focus and to prevent you from seeing double, the medial recti cause the eyes to converge inward, so it pulls them in. So you don't go like that. But once again, when these muscles contract for an extended period of time, these eyes may feel strained. Another activity that causes eye strain is looking back and forth for extended period. For example, let's say you are copying a paper that you have down by your side, and you have to look back and forth to type the written text in the computer. The constant eye movements back and forth also can cause significant eye strain, plus it wears on your mental status. Constantly looking back and forth begins to make your brain feel tired too. So, addressing these couple things, this article's looking pretty good. It's just giving you straight up facts, which is not surprising coming from a doctor actually writing it. So yeah, I'm liking this article so far. I don't have anything to add to those couple things. I will add some just some information, some tidbittle information, and some tips and tricks at the end if they don't. So, ocular surface disease. Eye strain can come from an often overlooked culprit. People often complain of eye strain after reading for long periods of time. In some cases, it may not be the focusing of the eye that causes the problem, but rather a dry eye causing it. Whenever we focus on a computer screen or just reading a book for a long time, our blink rate decreases. Anytime we concentrate on something, our blink rate slows down. When we don't blink normally, our natural lubricating tear film does not get renewed. When our eyes are not lubricated properly, they feel tired and strained. Yes, that is actually something that happens to me quite a bit. I'll be focusing on something and just forget to blink. And I'll have to close my eyes and make myself blink. So, uncorrected vision problems. This one kind of explains itself. I'm not going to even bother reading this one because, well, I can because we're right there at the bottom. So, another cause of eye strain is an uncorrected vision problem. Small uncorrected vision problems also are almost worse than having a large vision problem. When an individual has a large vision problem, they don't even try. They usually give up and go to the eye doctor because they can no longer function. When you have small uncorrected vision problems, you attempt to compensate by squinting and focusing hard. Attempting to compensate may cause accommodative spasm and leave you exhausted at the end of the day. So, as far as eye strain, yeah, if you don't get it addressed, like if I wasn't to wear my glasses for a day, I would notice. And anyone who has glasses or corrected vision will tell you that if you go without your stuff for a day or longer, you start to feel it. And that's simply because your body has to then work overtime. You got to actually do some things specific to work on your eyesight. Let me see. Glare. Unwanted glare can cause eye strain. Glare is a visual phenomenon caused by an excessive and uncontrolled brightness. Sometimes glare can be downright debilitating. Many employers spend a lot of money setting up wonderful workstations for their employees. However, they forget to address the right type of lighting for certain work environments. The right type of lighting can create all the difference in the productivity of employees. Although our computer monitors are of a much better quality now than they were a few years ago, generic fluorescent lighting can sometimes cause glare that creates a very uncomfortable environment. Most debilitating glare comes from the sun while driving to and from work. In fact, it can limit visibility so much that it can become dangerous. Okay, so yeah, this kind of a lot of this is just general information too. Um, I would have liked if they'd have said a bit more about why glare, uh, like a neurological standpoint of what happens, or at least a physiological standpoint of what happens. But it goes on up to the focusing of the eye too and stuff like that. Um, so yeah, okay. So basic review for this one: Computers to Devices Eye Strain is the American Academy of Ophthalmology. So if you want the original article for this article, it's right there, and tips and prevention for computer uses. So that may be one we branch out into later at some point. This one is a pretty good one. I like it pretty well, and I don't have much that I would change about it really. So yeah, I would have liked it if they'd have given some information or some tips or some tricks, but maybe the other article had that. If it did, it's much better. I like it quite a bit better than this one. Um, for me, something that I would recommend for people, something that I would have, in my opinion, would be a good idea, and for tips that I've used for myself, there's several oils that you can use to help ease eye strain. There's if you can, especially if you can hone in on what's causing the problems with your eye. There's lots of things you can do, especially just before bed, to let your eyes recover, or especially before any kind of rest, to let your eyes recover. There's the lavender and different soothing oils that are really nice to support your body's healing process from the day and allow you to have that, allow your muscles to relax out. If you haven't tried um, the relaxing blend from doTERRA, it's really good. It's it can let your body relax down to where those muscles aren't contracting as much. Because your eyes are going to be moving while you sleep too. So, in trying to focus, even though there's nothing to focus on. So there's that to take into effect and take into mind. So the more calm you let yourself be, the better your eyes will appreciate it. If you spend a lot of time in REM sleep, like if you dip out of it, in and out of it a lot, your eyes are going to be darting around, and you're going to have you're still going to have some work for your eye to do. Well, that's not really what you want to do if you're letting your eyes recover. So you just want to let them rest, and then they'll get their movement like they're supposed to, but not an overabundant amount. Um, as far as working on improving your eyesight and different things like that, there's several different oils that are of acceptable efficacy for that. Um, there's that youthful blend or something like that. Let me see. We will look it up together. Do 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 do. Let me make sure. I don't want to tell you the wrong name for it. Uh, I believe it's the anti-aging blend. From doTERRA has an anti-aging blend that is real nice. Yes, it has frankincense, Hawaiian sandalwood, lavender, myrrh, helichrysum, um, even a little rose in it, which is not super easy to get. And some people that I know have had a good result with using it to improve to support their eyes so that they're able to get a um, better quality of eyesight for themselves, and or even just maintain good eyesight. So that's a possibility too. Now, when you're dealing with your eyes and you're doing anything around them, you don't press directly on them, okay? You press around them right in here. And this sends the signal to your body that this is what you're wanting to work on. You got to speak the language your body understands if you want to get the best benefit out of things. Because if it goes back, if you can't communicate effectively, you won't get what you want from that communication. And that goes straight to your eye health as well, or any health that you have when dealing with your body. If you don't communicate with your body effectively, it's not going to understand the signal that you're consciously wanting to send. It will only understand the subconscious signals that are being sent and the autonomic ones. So that's a good thing to think about. I don't see any questions in the comments, in the live chat, so we will let everybody go on that note. We hadn't been on too long, but that's okay. This wasn't a super long article, but it was still an article that I found was a pretty good place to start when you're wanting some information. For those of you who don't know, our articles are submitted to me, unless you guys specifically request some. They're submitted to me by one of the CRN members, helps me with it. She is Teresa Levesque with @GirlFriday, if you want to get a hold of her. And yeah, she's been doing a good job with that, and hopefully it'll all work pretty well for us. And don't have anything else to go over today. So a fairly quick State of the Association address, but hopefully you had a good time. Hopefully you enjoyed the event, and yeah, you can still get a hold of us on any of these over here, any of these portions here with the phone, websites, anything like that. And we hope you have a great day. God bless and enjoy.